Get to our next topic, guys. It's brought to us by Monarch Money. Most people can't name all of their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401ks, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can't end up leaving money on the table. That's why Monarch Money is here to make your life easier. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool bringing your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or your phone. Don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use promo code LOCKEDONNFL at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That is 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com using promo code LOCKEDONNFL. So Saturday is the Browns' preseason finale at home, their only preseason game at home against the Los Angeles Rams. We don't know exactly what the Rams' plans are for playing their starters, but historically, Sean McVay has played nobody in the preseason. Kevin Stefanski's taken a bit of a different approach. I used the exact wording that Zach Jackson used because he made it very simple. In 2024, last year, several of the Browns starters played. In 23, most of their starters played some capacity in the final preseason tune-up game. In 2022, it was back to several. In 2021, it was most starters. So, Jason, do you expect this trend to continue most several into most this Saturday against the Rams? Or if you were Kevin, how would you handle who plays versus who sits?
I don't think I would play Joel. I don't think I definitely would not play Denzel. Would not play Miles. See, the problem with offensive lines when you're trying to play your starting quarterback is you want to play your starting offensive line because obviously you want to protect him, especially when he's 40.
Yeah.
So I personally would rather not play the starting offensive line. I just think the injury risk is too high. But you kind of have to if you're going to play your starting quarterback. I would sit Bitonio, but I guess everyone else would go for at least a couple of series. As long as your starting quarterback's in there, your starting line has to be in there.
I would play everybody, including Bitonio. I understand where you're coming from, and I know there's always a chance of injury. It's not going to play that much. I don't know. Joe Bitonio doesn't have much of an injury history. I know he's got
older. Back. Yeah, he's got a back.
No, but he hasn't missed time because of it. Too much.
I don't know. I don't think
he's dealing with it right now.
I don't think. Well, no, it's August. He feels fine right now.
Okay.
But I don't think he needs the reps. And you have Tevin Jenkins who could go in there and play. Who's capable?
I definitely would play everybody else. Yeah. I could hear you on Bitonio. The other guys can play. Certainly, Dawand Jones and there's nobody. I'd want to play Jerry Jeudy just to have some game reps.
Yeah.
With Flacco to start the season, have some chemistry, and running back. There's nobody worth holding out.
No. Would you play Miles?
No, I wouldn't play.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I mean, he's the last hope on defense if Denzel can't play. I mean, if Denzel can't play week one, that's a total disaster.
They make it sound like it's not.
Yeah, I think he's going to be okay, but
I certainly wouldn't play him this weekend. But I think he'll. I wouldn't play him if he's healthy. Denzel should never play another preseason game.
I wouldn't play Denzel this week for the simple fact that I'm still trying to assess them other corners. So this is my last.
Yeah, he's not going to play.
This would be like it because. If Denzel does Denzel, he's going to miss 1 or 2 games. So this,
I hope it's only 1 or 2.
Who you roll out there on Saturday is who you probably going to roll out there. I need to see what it looked like. And the Rams, if they playing they ones, this is a good test. Yeah. So actually, this is perfect that Denzel.
Well, Mike's right. McVay doesn't usually play his starters on this.
Well,
much
anyways, I still want to see the other corners get some work out there. So I'd let Miles start. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of certain guys waiting it. I know Miles has absolutely earned the right to, but I'm not a fan of waiting till the regular season for them to see game action. Like I give him a series or 2 and then get him out.
I just got a text from a source that said Miles is going to a dinosaur convention this weekend and that he won't play because of it. It's just what I'm hearing from a source. We'll see.
Fiddlesticks. I really want to see him out there.
All right, so
I told you.
There you go. It's a good use of fiddlesticks.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Gee willikers.
Holy tooth decay.
It's 1950 again.
Dang nabbit.
We don't want to offend anybody's ears. So,
little inside joke going on. Sorry, we don't normally do that.
No, so some of the other, you mentioned Jeudy real quick.
Yeah.
Tillman has a wrist thing he's dealing with.
He's got to play.
Still playing through.
I'd play Tillman.
And
He's a
Njoku?
nobody. He's got to play.
And Njoku?
Yeah.
Playing everybody.
I'm playing everybody.
How long?
I'm playing everybody.
Couple
Joe
series.
Bitonio's the only player I consider sitting on the
quarter.
offense.
Couple series.
1 quarter, which is a couple
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
One
So then
quarter.
You same thing, Bull, about a quarter, give or take?
Yeah.
So let's parse out the rest of the quarterback situation then. If that means
Well, the other guy,
Flacco's,
I thought Pickett and Sanders couldn't play.
Sanders is still TBD. Pickett we know isn't playing.
Yeah.
I would anticipate Sanders playing. Just my own read of it. So if Sanders can play, how would you divvy up the 3 quarters that are not the Joe Flacco quarter?
I'd split them between
Quarter
Gabriel and
and a half.
Sanders.
Quarter and a half.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not as optimistic that Shedeur will be ready. I hope he is, but he didn't participate yesterday. He's still kind of down a little bit. If he can play, yeah, he should play. And I kind of agree. I'd split him a quarter and a half. I tend to think it'll be a quarter, where Dylan would get one, Shedeur would get one, and they would give Snoop the fourth quarter.
Why?
Probably. I'm with you. Why?
What's the point of playing him?
I totally agree, but
I'd cut him at this point. Why don't they even have him around?
but I don't know that they're gonna. I mean, yeah, they should divide it a quarter and a half each
Yeah.
between the two of
Yeah.
them. But I think they probably end up playing Huntley in the fourth.
All right, I guess.
Isn't it crazy that when this is all said and done, and we had 4 quarterbacks in what Kevin Stefanski called an open 4-person quarterback
Which
competition,
it was not.
that Tyler Huntley is going to take the most snaps of any Browns quarterback in the preseason?
It's not
Isn't
shocking.
that crazy?
It's pretty on par to what
You know,
goes
Mike,
on.
you've only been here 3 years.
You know, it's pretty on par.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that you had 2 rookies you're trying to figure out, they would
Yeah.
actually make total sense.
Yeah.
But the fact that you've got these 2 rookies you're trying to
Yeah.
decipher between, you want to get looks at, is why it's a little weird.
The Browns have so many weird things over the
Should
years.
they have only just drafted one?
Of course. But it doesn't matter.
It's
Of course is a little strong, but they probably should have.
It's complicated, and that's kind of what I was writing about today. Is
Yeah.
I was in favor of them taking 2 quarterbacks. I thought they should, fine, keep throwing darts, man, until you hit
But
something.
you wanted one in the first round.
No, not in this draft. But the fact who they took and the presence that he brings, they totally undercut the guy that they wanted. Kevin wanted Dylan. They didn't want Shedeur, and they brought him here anyway.
And it makes no sense that they wanted Dylan over Shedeur.
Well, that's an entirely different conversation. But the reality is they wanted Dylan.
Are you saying that the Browns have an inability to
Yes.
recognize quarterback talent?
Yes.
You think so? You're done with Dylan Gabriel. You don't need to see no
No,
more.
I don't know. Whatever. I haven't seen enough of them. I haven't seen enough of them. Let's get to the regular season, for Christ's sake. I'm sick of talking about reps and all this.
Don't say Christ.
We won't see him.
Don't say that.
Don't say what?
Don't
See
say
the C word.
JC. Don't say JC.
Did I say it?
You did.
Yep.
Mister, I've been doing this 20 years.
Shame on you. I'm so disappointed. in the Leafs today.
Rockers.
Bull made it 32 minutes. Made it 32 minutes.
Is that a curse?
Yes.
It is.
Take the Lord's name in vain. That's a curse.
What La La
Gee
Land are we
willikers.
living in here? This is insanity. Insanity. What people care about and don't care about.
All right, let's get to our next topic.
It's the end of the world as we know it. I'm telling you right now. The movie, if you have not seen the movie Idiocracy, go watch it, because that's where we're living in now. Go ahead.